Okay, so for our academic skill builder, we will be talking about commas. Okay, this grammar tale is called When Comma Came to Town by Samantha Berger. Once upon a time, there was a place called And. It was a long census in all the land. Every sentence was such a drama, that is, until folks met the comma. As soon as comma came to town, he took their sentences and cut them down. Right? So when your has a list, you can put commas between each item instead of the word and. The sentence gets shorter and sounds a lot better. So for example, this child is saying my favorite ice cream flavors are chocolate and peach and mint and vanilla and fudge ripple and strawberry and bubblegum and butterscotch. Alright? But when you do add a comma to that same sentence, it changes it to my favorite ice cream flavors are chocolate, peach, mint, vanilla, fudge ripple, strawberry, bubblegum, and butterscotch. Okay, so we all see that a comma makes a world of a difference in sentences. Before that, lists went on, and conversations made folks yawn. Okay, so we see the husband and wife having a conversation, and she's saying, honey, can you stop at the store to get bananas and grapes and bread and apples and cheese and milk and eggs and a turkey? And you see the husband yawning, and he's saying, sure, but we also need peanuts and juice and corn and toothpaste and cookies. Okay, so with these two, we see that there's no commas in that sentence. Alright, and here's the after part. Okay, but with comma around, it was easily seen. You can take out the ands and put commas between. Okay, so we see the husband and wife. Okay, and the wife is saying, honey, can you stop at the store to get bananas, grapes, bread, apples, cheese, milk, eggs, and a turkey? And we also see that the husband is saying, sure, but we also need peanuts, juice, corn, toothpaste, and cookies. Alright? So on a separate sheet, shorten the sentence by replacing all but the last and with commas. My favorite colors are blue and green and red and yellow and orange and purple and pink and periwinkle. Okay, so with that sentence, I want you to take out the and I want you to replace those with commas except for the last and. Next, comma showed what he could do when perched beside an adjective or two. Alright, so we see that there's a city sign and it says welcome to the town of And. It's quite simply the nicest, neatest, loveliest, friendliest, sunniest place on the planet. So with commas help, their sign looked neater, crisper, cleaner, shorter, and sweeter. Alright, so on a separate sheet, shorten this sentence by replacing all but the last and with commas. The kitten was small and furry and mischievous and playful and cuddly. Okay, so on a piece of paper, I want you guys to write down that sentence and I want you to replace each and with commas, except for the last and, which comes right before cuddly. Yet there was more that comma could do. He cleaned up confusing sentences too. As Sue sat down to eat, her dog took a bite. Sue ate her dog, that couldn't be right. Do not panic, do not fear. One little comma makes it all clear. As Sue sat down to eat, her dog took a bite. He bit her burger, now that sounds right. Alright, so in this sentence, where do you think the comma should go? Just before bed, he took a bubble bath, read a book, and drank hot chocolate. So in that sentence, where do you think commas should go? What's more, just by adding some curly Q dots, Comma can join up two separate thoughts. Instead of two sentences, my fish is red, his name is Ned, there can just be one. Ned, my fish, is red. So, can you combine these two sentences? So as a hint, you need to add two commas and cut a few words. My gerbil is cute. Her name is Bertha. Everything was easier to understand when the comma came to the land of and. So on a separate piece of paper, shorten the sentence by replacing all but the last and with commas. So we went on the stupendo slide, and then we went on the gigantor swings, and then we went to the trouble wheel, and then we went on the globe coaster. So for that one, shorten the sentence by writing all but the last and with commas. Okay, but then one day, with a great big sigh, it was time for Comma to say goodbye. But there were other places he needed to go, like but and yet, not to mention although. The folks at Anne would miss Comma a lot. Sure, still, they never forget the lessons he taught. So commas can be found in sentences that have the words but, yet, and although. See if you can figure out where the commas belong in these three sentences. The first sentence says she loves soccer, but not as much as gymnastics. The second sentence says he tried and tried, yet he just couldn't hula hoop. And the last sentence say I don't like broccoli, although I do prefer to asparagus.